What's good everyone, Luca here, and I'm excited to go over what not to do when starting to trade. I want to pop up and go over 4 things that I wish I knew at the beginning of my journey that I think would have helped shorten my learning curve so much and help you guys find success much quicker. I don't want to waste your time, so let's get right into it. The first thing I want to go over is just don't use money you don't have. You probably heard that like, of course I'm not going to use money I don't have, but guys, this is something that is so overlooked because I'm telling you, when it comes to trading and you start seeing blues on your screen for the first time, you start automatically wanting to put more money into accounts, wanting to up your lot sizes off the bat, right when you first start seeing profitability. So this doesn't even go to if you just are learning how to trade. This even goes to when you're first starting to learn profitability, because you're going to get to a point where you're going to want to start putting more money into the markets, more money into accounts to start risking. And ultimately all it takes is for that one account or that one trade or that one mess up to absolutely set you back and really hinder your journey. In my opinion, let's say you're going to load up an account. If you can't lose that account at least like 10 times, I just would leave it alone. I would really realize that trading is a longevity game and that one account might not be that one that's going to get you to that next level. So be prepared to maybe have a couple and have kind of a backup in case that account doesn't go well. And it's the same thing with challenges. I don't want you to go and right off the bat when you're first learning how to trade, go and buy all these funding challenges and wasting money on challenges that you haven't even passed on an FTMO demo first. These are all things I see so many people doing when it comes to trading, especially with prop firms, is that they're just buying 100Ks, even 50Ks, 200Ks, like wasting thousands of dollars on these prop firms where they haven't even passed the FTMO demo or been consistently profitable for multiple months. So I really just want to go over that first about not using money you need, because at the end of the day, if you start losing that money, it's going to translate to the charts. You're going to start making decisions and losing that money even more due to your emotions attached to that money. So don't be one of those people that's not looking at it at a bigger picture in a longevity game. Look at it as a real skill set that's going to take time and to only put money into it that like makes sense. Don't risk thousands of dollars that you don't have. The second thing I want to go over is jumping from strategy to strategy. I do think when you first are very learning how to trade, you have to go and look at multiple people to kind of gauge what kind of trader you are. But once you find like a system or maybe a mentor that you find is working, stick with that for multiple months and don't just change after 1 month or a couple weeks once you first start seeing a couple SLs. The markets are constantly in cycles. There might be some months that strategy might be working not as good as other ones, but the worst thing you can do is then change the strategy in that next month trying to learn a whole new thing, because you're just going to be in this rat race of trying to learn a new strategy every month and you're just not going to find that profitability. So I definitely just recommend find a strategy and a way of trading that fits you and that works, that's proven to work, but then stick with it for a long time, guys. I'm telling you, look at all the traders you look up to. They all found a system and tested it for months, for years, and found that it worked for them probability wise, and they're not changing their strategy. It's not like all those guys you follow on Instagram or look out on YouTube are changing their strategy every other month. They have a system that they follow, and if it doesn't line up, they're not taking any trades. So stop thinking there's this golden strategy out there that you're missing. Just stick to one and perfect it. Just critique it over and over again until you have that bulletproof strategy. Just keep journaling and critiquing it over and over again until you have that bulletproof strategy and you know when to get in, when not to get in. There really is no golden strategy. There's just people that spent more time with one strategy and perfected it over time to find profitability and realize this is a probability game, and probabilities of them taking that setup that lines up with all their confluences is going to work out more times than not. It's really just a system. At the end of the day, guys, I'm a big numbers guy and numbers always work out. Trading is a game of probabilities. If you have a system that has proven to work, just stick to that one thing and let the probabilities speak for themselves. And that's going to lead right into our third thing, which is changing your risk management. Do not ever change your risk management. If you're risking a certain amount on an account, risk that same percent every single trade. Like I said prior, how this is a game of probabilities. If the probabilities are working out in your favor where you're going to win more than you lose, at that point it's just having proper risk management and knowing how much you're risking each trade and watching it stack up over time. If you take 3 trades risking 1%, let's say you just go for 1 to 1 and you're up 3%, if you have that one trade where you change your risk and risk 2.53%, it's going to wipe out all those wins. So it's so important to have the same risk on every single trade you take and let the probabilities stack up and know your system is going to work out over time and let the money just compound and your account is just slowly going to grow. If you're on challenges, risk 1%. If you're not comfortable, risk 0.5%. Whatever it is, just stick to it. It really helped me when I found that, because I remember when I first was loading up little small live accounts, I was risking different amounts of money each trade, and sometimes I'd find I'd be profitable and then have that one big loss that wipes out so many wins. So it is so important to have proper risk management for every trade you take. And then for the fourth and the last thing is rushing the process. Please do not rush the process, guys. Trading is not easy. It takes time, and I'm not only saying that from experience, but you're just going to get burnt out. And what I mean by burnt out is that you're going to come into trading with this get rich fast scheme mindset. You're going to risk money you can't afford to lose. You're going to have bad risk management off the bat and changing strategies, doing all that type of stuff we literally went over, which is going to burn you out and make you want to quit. And if you haven't gone through any of that, congratulations. But I'm just telling you that it could be coming, and I'm telling you from experience that it could be coming, and hopefully listening from someone and giving you these tips, you can actually tweak it and not have to go through any of that stuff. I always love listening to the analogy when people compare trading to like being a doctor or a lawyer. due to the fact that they can be high income skills, but it takes time to learn them. Look at how long people have to go to law school for. Look at how long people have to go to school for to be a doctor. It's not like they were able just to go, I want to be a doctor one day and start making all that money. They had to develop the skill and work their way up over time to get to where they're at. So have that similar mindset in trading. Know that it's a long-term game, and if you have that small consistent wins over time, it's just going to add up and make you the best trader. Instead of trying to hit these home runs off the bat within the first year of trading, know that if you start small, you can slowly scale up over time, and it's only going to develop your skills more and more. It's like sharpening a knife. Once again, you're just sharpening it all throughout all the trials and tribulations of losing, going through all the ups and downs. I'll just sharpen it to then sharpen that skill and make you become the best trader possible. But I hope you guys enjoyed these tips. Once again, these are all just things that I felt hindered my journey. And if I could go back and tell myself these things, I think I would have found profitability a lot sooner. So actually take all this advice and apply it to your own trading and however you look at the markets. I know that everyone goes through similar stuff, and that's why you have people like me that have YouTube channels that try and share those experiences so that you guys don't have to go through them. But if you do, it's just knowing that you're not alone. We all go through them. It's all about bouncing back real quick. And like I said, just don't rush the process. Don't burn yourself out. Trading can absolutely change your life if you do it the right way. I love you guys all so much. Thank you all so much for the support. New videos dropping weekly, podcasts out, and of course, live streams Monday through Friday during lending session. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Ay, okay, let it be known, I'm working hard when I ain't on the phone. This ain't a home, this ain't a phone. Grind never stopping, I'm keeping it cold. Unlocking the door with the holy key. You supposed to be this close to me, and hopefully you understand G.O.D. Make me this cold and I'm talking like no degrees. This ain't a fluke, I seen it way before it ever happened. He gave me the view, I had to put in my time on the TV, it coming in soon. I couldn't leave it all up to a variant or an experience.